Hello everybody, Review Man here, and I am back with another review. Today's review is about one of my all-time favorite movies, Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber stars Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels as Lloyd Christmas and Harry. I forgot what Harry's last name was. But anyway, they're two felons. They're two people that's Lloyd was a taxi cab driver. No, well, he was a limo driver, and Harry had his own tricked out his van to make it into a sheepdog for a grooming business called Mutt Cuts. And they both get fired at the beginning of the movie. Lloyd gets fired because on his way to picking up somebody, Mary. On his way to picking up Mary, he gets her to the airport, and he gets fired because he crashes a limo into another car. But while this is going on, you find out that Mary's on her way to Aspen, and Lloyd gets like a big crush on Mary, and that's how he crashes the car. He's like, "Goodbye, my love," and whenever he said that, he crashed into the car, and then the airbag deploys. So she leaves the briefcase right here. She has a whole briefcase full of money, and she leaves it right here next to the escalator for a ransom. And you find out later on in the movie that her husband was being held ransom, and she was leaving the money. But what does Jim Carrey do? What Lloyd do? He runs and he gets the money, and he tries to give the money back to Mary. But he doesn't know that Mary is let this ransom. And so this intersects two more people. This intersects a guy named Joe. He's a big guy. He has an ulcer, and from time to time he has to take pills. And then there's this other guy there's this woman named Shay, and she's just the henchman. And they're trying to get the money from Rhode Island to Aspen, where Mary's going. And so, yeah. But anyway, then while that's going on, we got Harry. Harry and Lloyd are all mad because they really have nothing, and then they're tired of being broke and all this. And so Lloyd's like, "Harry, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to a place with hopes and dreams. We're gonna go to a place called Aspen." And Lloyd's like, Harry says, "No, no, no. You just want to go track down that woman." And he's like, "No, no." And okay, he says, "Okay, let's go." And the two people that are trying to get the money, they come back to the apartment, and Lloyd thinks that Harry forgot to pay the gas bill, and so they put a sign on the door that said, "Sorry about the money, gas man." And it said, "Dear gas man, sorry about the money. We went to Aspen, Harry and Lloyd." And then the big guy was like, "How do they know I have gas?" And so they're on their way to Aspen, and they encounter a bunch of different people. They encounter this trucker named Seabass, which Harry threw salt on, and then he was like, at the restaurant, he was like, "Who did this?" And then Lloyd was pointing. He was like, he was pointing at Harry, and he was just looking out the window somewhere. He was like, I'm terribly sorry, sir. I did not mean to do that to a person of your stature." And then Seabass was pointing at his burger. He said, "You gonna eat that?" He was like, "It crossed my mind." He hogged a loogie. He spit into Harry's hamburger. And so Lloyd gets this idea that he was like, "I know what we're gonna do. Follow me." And he's like, "Sir, I'm terribly sorry, sir, I'm terribly sorry. Let me and my friend buy you some drinks." And then he was like, make it 4 Boilermakers. "Whatever you want, sir." And so what they do is they go over to the cash register, and he was like, "Seabass said he's going to pick up our check." And the lady was like, "Seabass said that?" Seabass looks like this big old scary trucker, and he's like, Seabass said that?" And then Seabass was like, and then he was like, "Yeah, put this on there too." And so they got away without paying for the check. And then Lloyd was like, "Ha, I can't believe that worked. I saw it in a movie." And Harry said, "Did they get away?" Nah, they about half a mile down the road, they got and beat the crap out of them, slit their throat. And so the movie's going on. They're making their way through. They're making their way through the U.S. and doing random stupid crap. And so what they do is they driving down the road, and Joe and Shay are supposedly stuck on the side of the road, and he's like, "Hey guys, my car broke down. I'm supposed to be going to this meeting." And Louis was like, "We normally don't do this. We normally don't pitch up hitchhikers, but I'm gonna go with my instincts on this one. Settle up, partner." And so they're driving down the road. Harry and Lloyd are reaching across Joe. Because mind you, they're driving in a sheepdog. They're driving in the van. They're dressed like a sheepdog, and they're tagging each other. You can't super stand for double stand. You can't super stand. They're racing. It's like, guys, can we just listen to the radio? Radio? We don't have a radio. But if you want music, and they start singing Mockingbird. Mockingbird. It's better if I had somebody else. But you get the idea. And so what they do is they driving down the road. They see these Mexicans on the side of the road, and the Mexicans don't speak a lick of English, and they're singing Mockingbird. And then the look on Joe's face was like, God, I can't believe this. And so next thing we see is they're in a diner in Memphis, and they eat these hot peppers. Joe goes and makes a phone call. Harry and Lloyd eat like these really hot peppers and start trying to cool their mouth down by squirting them with ketchup and mustard and cooling their mouth down. And so Joe has the idea to kill Harry and Lloyd with these rat pills. And so what they do is they put one of the hot peppers, and Harry and Lloyd put one of the hot peppers into Joe's burger, and he takes a bite of it, and he just falls down because the ulcer getting to his heart and everything. And he's like, "Okay, give my pills. He's like, out with the good, in with the bad. In with the good, out with the bad. In with the good." And he's like, "Okay, give him the pills. Pills are good." And Joe looks at him. He knows that it's the rat poison. And so yeah, they kill him. And then Lloyd was like, check please." And so they're driving down the road. Just half this movie is just pretty much them driving down the road. And what happens next is that they go to this they're at this gas station. They're almost to Aspen, and they're at this gas station. Harry's filling up, talking to this woman that's with the FBI. She'll come in a little bit later in the story. That's with the FBI, and she gives him the number. She gives him her phone number, and he's just filling up the gas. Lloyd's in the bathroom with the key, and then there's a sign right here that says, "For manly love, be here at this such a time," on a chart. And he looks at it, and he sees these boots, and then he gets on the toilet. He's like right here, and then who is it but Seabass? And he was like, "Ah!" And it's Seabass. And so what Harry does is he's still talking to the FBI agent. I think her name's Beth. Yeah, her name's Beth. The FBI agent. His foot catches on fire because of the gas that spilled over from the tank earlier. His foot catches on fire. He goes in the back. He's like, "For God's sakes, just give me the number." And his foot catches on fire. He's got to go in the bathroom and knocks the stall open that Seabass and Lloyd are in. And he looks. He sees Seabass knocked out right here. He sees Lloyd like just done. And so at this point, they're back in the sheepdog, about to head to Aspen, and okay, Lloyd takes the wrong turn, takes him back to Nebraska. Lloyd and Harry get into this fight about him driving about halfway across the country in the opposite direction, and then what they do is they break up. Lloyd takes the sheepdog van. Harry starts walking home this way. The next thing we see as Lloyd coming up on a moped, and he's pretty much, and he says, and so they make up when they got the briefcase of money that Mary had. They had this the whole time, and so they keep driving that. They go back to Aspen. They make it to Aspen. They call Mary. They try to call Mary, and so they try to call Mary. And so they're trying to figure out what to do next now that they can't get a hold of Mary. And then what they do is they make this fire. And Harry and Lloyd get in a fight because Lloyd had these extra pair of gloves. And so what they decide, then they see like the briefcase open. And they see like all this money in there. So they decide to use the money to get like lodgings and stuff like that. And get a bunch of stuff. But they write down IOUs for everything. And so this is going on. And they see a write up in the paper about Mary's family hosting a benefit. And so what they decide to do is Lloyd decides to get Harry and Lloyd go to the ball, go to the benefit, and Harry decides to talk Lloyd up. But then that turns around. Harry's talking himself up with Mary. And so, yeah, that's going on. Harry and Lloyd are pretty much jealous at each other because Lloyd thinks that Harry's trying to steal Mary away from him. And yeah, all that's going on. They're having fun, spending money on cars, one car, expensive clothes, all this other junk. And so it all boils down to the FBI. Pretty much while all this is going on, there's another thing going on. The FBI are tracking Harry and Lloyd all the way from whenever they were back in New York, Rhode Island area, all the way till now. And then Beth, she's an FBI agent. She suits up Lloyd as got a bulletproof vest, and she suits up Harry with a bulletproof vest, and Lloyd and Mary, they're meeting. They got the money. Lloyd's about to give Mary the money. And Andre, the person that's holding Mary's husband for ransom, has got Lloyd and Mary handcuffed to a drape. And so then while all that's going on, Lloyd comes in after he talks to Beth, and Lloyd's like, okay, shoot me. And she shoots him. Andre shoots Harry. He's in the room. And then Harry comes back up. Lloyd was like, you're alive? And then what Lloyd has is he has a gun that Beth, the FBI agent, gave him. And he shoots around. She shoots around Andre. And Lloyd was like, Harry, you're alive. You're a terrible shot. And so Andre was like, yeah, y'all both fixing to be dead. And then all of a sudden, here comes the FBI agent. FBI, freeze! And so, yeah, FBI freeze. So they arrest Andre. And Lloyd was like, wait a minute. Wait, what? Huh? Because earlier, Beth had a talk with Lloyd whenever he was in the bar down in the hotel suite. And so, anyway, wrapping up this movie. I know I'm rambling on and on, but I don't care. Wrapping up this movie. Lloyd and pretty much Lloyd and Harry are heroes. And Mary is like, Lloyd, I want to introduce you to somebody. And then Lloyd is like having this this dream sequence about killing Mary's husband. And he's like, Lloyd, was like, what? He's like, this is my husband. And he's like, hey, how you doing? And so the movie ends with them just walking down the road. Then all of a sudden they see this tour bus coming up full of nothing but beautiful bikini ladies. Nothing. And so they're like, yeah, we need two guys to lather us up before every event. And he's like, they're back that way. And Lloyd was like, Harry, do you realize what you've done? Wait. And he's like, yes, excuse my friend. The town you want is that way. And so they're just walking, the movie ends with them just walking on the road and just playing tag. Hey, tag, you're it. And that was Dumb and Dumber. One of my favorite movies of all time. I love Jim Carrey. I love, what's that dude? Jeff Daniels. I like him. He's pretty cool. So yeah, anyway, guys, I am the review man. You are you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all guys in the next one. Have a good one.